Hello and welcome to Chester Cathedral. A jewel in the crown of the Northwest, is one of the Northwest's biggest tourist attractions. The cathedral you see today was heavily restored by Giles Gilbert Scott. The cathedral is located in the northeast corner of the historic city of Chester. The layout is cruciform with the cloisters positioned to the north. Entry prices are shown and a free audio guide is included. The cathedral started life as an abbey founded in 1092 by the Norman Earl Hugh Lupus. It replaced an earlier Saxon church founded by St. Werburgh. Hugh Lupus brought St. Anselm from Bec in Normandy to set up a Benedictine monastery on the site. The abbey lasted until 1541 when it was closed by Henry VIII, but it opened again next year as a cathedral. Chester Cathedral is quite gloomy inside. The nave in the cathedral is quite large and has an interesting west window, which is a modern replacement to one destroyed during the Second World War. The room to the west contains the consistory court. To the north are fine Victorian mosaics from the Bible. To the west are fine monuments, and to the north the Chester Imp high up. At the crossing point of the transepts there is a clock with a poem from Henry XII's. The north transept contains Norman stonework and a rounded Norman arch. There was also a small picture painted on a cobweb from the Tyrol. The South Transcept is a lot larger and was once used as a parish church. The choir of Chester Cathedral contains many interesting carvings from the medieval times, including the legend of St. Werburgh carved on misericord. Behind the high altar is the Lady Chapel containing the shrine of St. Werburgh. St. Werburgh was a Mercian princess and nun who died in 699 and was buried at Hanbury in Staffordshire. During the Danish invasion of 907 her body was moved to Chester and placed inside the city walls for protection. The shrine must contain the remains, but the shrine was smashed up during the Reformation and the remains were lost. The shrine was reconstructed from the broken pieces. St. Werburgh is famous for the legend of the wild geese. She once restored a goose to life after it was killed for a meal. Her feast day is on the 3rd of February. To the north there is the chapter house and vestibule. The chapter house is where the daily business of the abbey was done, and the chapter of the rule of St. Benedict was read. The vestibule was used to accommodate visitors to the abbey. The vestibule contains a copy of the Polychronicon, a famous medieval book written by Chester monk Randolph Higton. It also contains a copy of Handel's Messiah, which was first performed at the cathedral. Through the doorway in the vestibule are the cloisters. They contain grave slabs and fine stained glass windows of the church's calendar. Located in the centre of the cloisters is the Cathedral Garth Garden. Originally the monks' garden, it contains a pond which was fed from a well 2 miles away in Christleton. It now contains a statue by Stephen Broadbent. The monks' refectory is still used as a cafe and contains a fine refectory pulpit in the wall. And don't forget the cathedral shop on the way out.